Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about the Crimson's Fists and the war on Rynn's world. Rynn's world is an angry world and probably one of the most boring planets in the Imperium. I will get to that in a minute. But let's talk about a little bit about the Crimson Fists first. The Crimson Fists were the most vanilla Space Marine chapter. So boring they got bitch slapped by GW from the first founding to the second founding. These boys made the Ultramarines look interesting. Even the orcs of the Loki sector kept them at arm's length. Imagine the orcs thinking a chapter of Space Marines being too boring to fight. Well, this all changed when the warlord Snagrod, the arsonist, decided to butt rape little blue Imperial fists into the next millennium. It all started on Bad Landing, from Commissar Balder's message to Pedro Cantor asking for aid. Anyway, what happened is they had this amazing plan of destroying a water purification plant and a comms tower at the same time. Well, that went tits up. So they decided to blow up the comms tower. Then, when the orcs had decided to bugger off to find out what's happening at the comms tower, to blow up the water purification plant. Handy dandy, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, as you might think. But when a novitiate scout named Keenan decided that the world's biggest dickhead that he is, and disobey orders, not to fire on his own gumption and kill the orc warlord, thinking that the orc warlord might not have a fucking shield of some sort. So they totally fucking up the plan to remove the orcs from the water purification plant and attack the third company at the comms tower. Well, it was all going to plan. Instead of a success, I should say, the Crimson Fist came back with a third of the force that went there, including losing a third company captain, Asher Drekken. Fuck it, you know what I mean. Third company captain. I think 84 went out and 28 came back of Space Marines. Just think about it. Hardcore, well-armored psychopaths got mutilated because of a dickhead. And Keenan, being a dick, got one of the severest punishments known to the Imperium. He was made into a servitor, which is apparently painful by Space Marine standards. You know, the ones that have their skin cut off, be given black carapace with no anesthetic and wide awake. It's more painful than that. It was a chapter master Pedro Cantor's own remarks that at least it will be quick. Like, fuck, what the hell? What sort of bullshit is this when your punishment is considered painful by Space Marine standards? Well, after gentle foreplay, that was Bad Landing, came the full-on anal penetration without any form of lubrication, not even a kiss and a cuddle. The orcs attacked Rynn's world. The Crimson Fist thought they had, 2 weeks to prepare? Because that's how long it took them to get from Bad Landing to Rynn's world. But the orcs thought that took too long and gave them 3 hours. The Crimson Fists are so boring that Rynn's world, the agri world, the pleasant Imperium world that it is, had not seen combat in 1,000 years. So let's put this in perspective. While McCragg was getting anally raped by Tyranids, Armageddon being fucked in a horrible threesome by demons and orcs, and Katakan, well, let's be honest, it's Katakan. They just fuck anything dumb enough to land on Katakan. So, even the demons thought fuck that after the Great Rift. Rynn's world, nothing, nada, fuck all. All the defense weapons on Rynn's world had as much upkeep as a retarded kid in their cage. Basically, it was fed, and that was about it. Bear in mind, most Space Marines constantly test their weapons, so after 1,000 years of peace, they just got lazy. So let's see what could go wrong. Let's start with blowing up their own fortress monastery. The Arx Tyrannus, an ex-battle barge with void shields, got fucked over by a faulty nuclear missile. A battle barge with void shields got fucked up because of their own weapon. Well, that's fucking gay. Now we can just add in that the fact that almost the entirety of the Crimson Fist were in the Arx Tyrannus at that time, because of Foundation Day, which only took part a couple of days previous, calling in the entire chapter, except those who obviously couldn't make it, were all in one place when it got blew up by their own weapon. Some said it was Inquisition skullduggery, which I doubt, given the chapter's strong links to the Death Watch, with many veterans replacing their Crimson Fist pauldron with a silver skull to mark that they had been in the Death Watch. So I call it dumbassery and poor maintenance. Mind you, they could be the type of Space Marine that plays Dark Souls and hard for the lols. Only a few Space Marines survived the explosion, including Chapter Master Pedro Cantor, because he had plot armor, and GW need to make the sales. Now with the majority of this chapter almost completely fucked and blown up, including by the end of it all their Thunderhawk gunships were either destroyed or needing heavy repair. I'm sorry. Do you know how hard it is to take down a Thunderhawk gunship, and yet the Crimson Fist managed to fuck it up themselves? It's fucking dumb. I mean, seriously. The Orcs did fucking nothing to the Crimson Fists. They managed to fuck themselves up. Anyway. It ended in the siege of New Rynn City. Now, New Rynn City is a pretty well defended place, even with fucking wank weapons. It actually has some pretty sturdy walls, with titanium plating, thick ass shit. You just imagine like a door being like 2 miles wide. When you open it, just gotta wait for it to open. But yeah, that's basically what we're talking about here. So it's pretty heftily defended without weapons. Where the Crimson Fist had to use guerrilla tactics in this siege, which is actually pretty good. I mean, this is like the only thing that worked in their favor, given, as I said before, that they have good connections. I was going to say linked to. They have good connections with the Death Watch. So guerrilla tactics is pretty much in their wheelhouse, though not their main favorite form of tactic. It is one that a lot of the veterans know about, which is pretty good. Well, that lasted for 18 months. Until the Imperial Liberation Fleets came and saved their asses, with a contingent of 6 other Space Marine chapters. So they needed the help from 6 other chapters after pretty much fucking themselves up, and they needed the Imperial Liberation Fleet as well. Wow, it's just wow. The whole Rinnsworld thing reads as a fuck up. But also there's Vrax, if you really look into it. But that's a story for another day. Anyway, round about 6 months after, there was the attack of Traitor's Gorge, where Pedro Cantor took 12 of his closest battle brothers to try and clear out the Orc menace. Orcs are a pain in the ass to get rid of. They are. Even though Rinnsworld was declared secure by Imperial standards, mind you, an Exterminatus planet is considered secure by Imperial standards, so it's not a very good standard, to be honest with you, to go by. And he survived because, again, plot armor, GW cells. Well, the gorge ran red with Orc blood, and I believe only 2 or 3 of his battle brothers survived too, putting up a valiant effort against the Orcs, and just fucking shit up in general. So that is a very brief and very quick overview of Rinnsworld. Well, I'm back. Hopefully going to make more videos. I do try, but I've been writing a comic over the past couple of months. The link should be in the description if I remember. If you wish to buy it, it's called Little Red and Rezial Wolf's Bane. It is a retelling of Little Red Riding Hood with cyborg werewolves, battle axes, shotguns, and old ladies being torn apart. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more, and I'll catch you all soon. Hopefully I'll get another one next week. I'm planning to do the Armageddon. Not just Rinnsworld. Rinnsworld is the lot short. Armageddon, the third war of Armageddon, of course, where I'll talk about the Black Templars, the Steel Legion, and all the other people in it. And I may do 2 parts. I do the Imperial side and the Orc side if I can get more information on the Orcs. Anyway, again, thank you for watching. I appreciate you listening to this. Your time is important. I won't monopolise it any further. Thank you. Like, subscribe, ding that bell, and I'll catch you all later. Bye.